Watsho nomthwakazi omuhle siyalamukela njalo kwesinye isiqephu sethu sezindaba umsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio namhla kungoLwesithathu 4 kuNhlolanja ngomnyaka ka-2026 indaba lizethulelwa ngikhethiwe Chuma. Ngesikhangele kwesihamba phambili namhlanje asilwisani lo mongameli uChamisa kodwa lo daba luka-2030 kusho i-DCP. Isimo esisemasimini siyakhathaza kusho uMrombedzi lapho exwayisa ngendlala ezakuba khona. uMahere uthi ibandla leZANU-PF kanye lohulumende wabo bapheka inombolo nxa kuqathaniswa lokukhuphuka kwezinga lemali elizweni. Nanzi indaba zethu ngokugcweleyo. Inhlanganiso yentsha esanda kusungulwa i-Defend the Constitution Platform ithi kayisilobandla lezepolitiki kodwa bayinhlanganiso ehlanganisa abantu ukuze balwela amalungelo abantu njalo balwisane lodaba luka-2030 lolo lufuqwa libandla leZANU-PF. Lokhu kuye kwashiwo ngesinye seziphathamandla senhlanganiso ye-DCP umhlonitshwa u-Agency Gumbo. uGumbo kungxoxiswano yakhe abelayo kumsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio umhlonitshwa uGumbo uthi i-DCP ikhona ukuba ibone ukuba isisekelo sombuso siyalandelwa njalo kubuswa ngendlela eqondileyo lapho esekela abantu abafana lo mongameli uNelson Chamisa. Uye wakhuthaza ukuba izakhamizi zibe ingxenye yale inhlanganiso njalo kayikhethi mhlobo webandla lezepolitiki. Ake sizweni umhlonitshwa uGumbo ekhuluma.
Well, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to clarify, a few issues and a few things that might be of concern to the general public. Let me be very clear that the Defend the Constitution platform is not formed against Nelson Chamisa. It is not a contradiction to what Nelson Chamisa stands for. It is not against any individual or political party for that matter. In a democracy, every Zimbabwean, we believe, has the right to organize, has the right to campaign, and has the right to seek public office. This is a freedom that, as the Defend the Constitution platform, we fully respect. Our work, however, operates at a different level of national responsibility. The DCP exists to defend the Constitution, the rules that govern how power is gained, exercised, and limited. So political movements compete to win office. We work to ensure that whoever wins, they do so under a constitutional system that still protects term limits, democratic accountability, and the sovereignty of the people. In that sense, our efforts are not in conflict with reform or democratization. They are complementary. We are here to help protect the democratic field so that every political actor now and in the future can compete on fair and constitutional grounds. That is what we stand for. We don't stand to fight against Nelson Chamisa and any person who might want to draw unnecessary parallels and unnecessary contradictions is doing so just to the aid of the existing authoritarian establishment. They don't say this, they don't do so to benefit Nelson Chamisa, to benefit the people of Zimbabwe, or to benefit the people that fight so dearly to ensure that Zimbabwe reaches its democratic agenda. Thank you very much.
uMongameli wabantu Advocate Nelson Chamisa usechasise ngalapho wami khona ngodaba lwesisekelo sombuso lapho athi isisekelo sombuso kwakhathesi liphepha nje elingasetshenziswayo. Ephosela emakhasini akhe okuxhumana namhlanje uMongameli uChamisa uthi isisekelo sombuso sangempela kumele sibe khona ukusiza izakhamizi njalo sihlonitshwe yilabo abathungamelayo. Uye wathi kumele kubhalwe kutsha isisekelo sombuso esizabangisa abantu sisebenzele abantu. Ake simzweni ekhuluma.
Salibonani linjani murikaboto makadiko. I'll try to use different languages to the best of my ability to communicate with you using this platform. I'm going to try to do this as regularly as often as possible. Ngizazama ukukhuluma ngendimi zonke zeZimbabwe. All the languages in Zimbabwe. IsiNdebele, Tonga, Kalana, Sotho, all the languages we have, Shangani, yes, to try and communicate. Ndau, yes. So thank you very much for the very important messages that you have sent me, messages of love, messages of exhortation, encouragement. Those messages have really been the wings to my sail, and I fly because of those energetic, energizing messages. I'm so grateful. The prayers that you send me, gifts of prayers, gifts of encouragement, gifts of support, gifts of solidarity, gifts of wisdom, wise counsel, wits, gifts of even just advice. I receive the gifts so humbly and gracefully. Thank you very much. I'm 48. Of course, 48 is not a joke. I'm just 2 floors away from the 5th floor. So I'm almost 2 years from the 5th floor. And it's a great thing. I'm so grateful. I will use also this platform to just correct a couple of things that I see, being said. But thank you. God bless you. And as I always say, God is in it. Our love is important. Our family unity as Zimbabweans is important, to be polite to each other and to one another. I love it. So I'll use this platform more often. I've never used it more often in terms of voice. So I'll be doing voice here to communicate with you, to also encourage you in everything, especially clarifying certain things. Ndakaona musuno hama dzangu dzichiti vachamisa vati hakuna bumbiro, saka hakuna bumbiro munyika, vari kuti hamuna bumbiro here. Kutaura kweuchenjeri, kweudzamu, zvakafanira kuti kati apa hapana nezvababa, kana kuti apa hapana nezvemunhu, hapana nezveamai, hapana nezvemukomana. Hausi kureva kuti munhu iye haapo, wakafa bodo, unenge uchitaura kuti aripo, asi paunhu hunotarisirwa nechimiro hapana nezviripo. Saka ndo zvakafanana nemutauro uyo, mutauro wakadzama. Zvinotoona kuti vamwe vanenge vasina kudzama vanogona kuremerwa nekudzamirwa nazvo, kuti votadza kunzwisisa zvanzi chii. Aiwa, inzwai zvakanaka, pakanzi hapana nezviripo, kureva kuti chinhu ichocho hachitoripo paudzamu hunotarisirwa, kureva kuti chinofanira kuvapo. If you say that there is nothing, it means that something has to be there. So the fight is not to defend nothing, but to fight for something to be there, that we all agree to, that we all love. That is the better fight. That is where we must deploy our energies, instead of defending what's collapsing, what's collapsed, what's fallen, what's not there. NgesiNdebele singathi akula mundu lapha. Akusho ukuthi umuntu wakhona ngakho ngephela. Sitsho ukuthi umuntu wakhona akafanelanga ukubizwa ngomuntu ngenxa yezenzo zakhe, isimo sakhe. Your conduct does not qualify for you to be called human or a man or a woman, because you have failed to meet the credentials. So if I say there is no constitution to talk about, it's a figure of speech to say that the constitution might be there nominally on paper, but in practice it's not there. Practically it's not being respected. So we must have a proper constitution that is written by the people, for the people, from the people. That is the bigger fight, and that is the fight we must have. I thank you. I will continue to come to you saying a couple of things, different things. I'll also clarify a lot of things. I've been quiet for the longest of time, almost 2 years. Lies have been fed into you. I will make sure that I clarify issues. I come with the correct position on different matters. from time to time. May God bless you. I love you all. Thank you. God is in it.
Omela umama eMashonaland West edale lephalamende umhlonitshwa uMutha Mrombezi useveze ukukhathazeka ngesimo esikhona emasimini lapho athi sokungaba lendlala emangalisayo emaphandleni. Umhlonitshwa uMrombezi uthi isimo sezilimo emasimini sesiseduze lokuba zibune ngenxa yokuswelakala kwezulu. Uye waveza njalo ukukhathazeka ngenani labantwana abathungamela imizi emakhaya abo. Ake sizweni umhlonitshwa uMrombezi ekhuluma.
The looming drought before us is not a distant threat. It is already casting its shadow across our rural communities. The La Nina phenomenon, which brought about heavy rains, has actually caused the waterlogging, it has actually caused nutrient loss, and it has actually increased plant stress. And as you know, crops which go under prolonged submersion experience stress similar to drought as their roots fail to absorb nutrients despite of the abundant water. Therefore, our crops in the in most rural communities are now close to wilting. What should be the promise of the harvest is now the fear of hunger. This drought is more than just an environmental challenge. It is a social and moral crisis. Families who depend on the land are facing despair, and tragically, we are seeing more child-headed households, young children forced to carry adult burdens in the face of poverty and climate stress. We must act decisively. I call upon the government, ministries, development partners, and civic societies to provide immediate food relief this lean season and social protection for vulnerable families. Also, we need a heavy investment in climate resilient agriculture, and also we need to strengthen community safety nets so that no child is left to fend themselves alone. This looming drought is a test of our leadership. We cannot wait for the rains to rescue us. We must rescue our people ourselves. We need to rise together with agency and compassion and ensure that dignity and hope return to every home this season.
Ngesinye isiphathamandla kubandla eliphikisayo kanti njalo wayemela eMount Pleasant edale lephalamende umhlonitshwa uFatsai Mahere uselahle imbiko ememezelwe nguhulumende lapho ethi inombolo ezikhitshwa nguhulumende mayelana lesimo somnotho kazikho. uMahere uthi isimo somkhonomi asizinzanga kanti njalo kuyavela ngenxa yokuhlupheka kwabantu. Uye wathi abantu baphakathi kokuhlupheka ngenxa yokuhola imali ephansi ikakhulu izisebenzi zikahulumende kanti njalo lokhu kakuvezi ukuba umkhonomi welizwe uzinzile. Kusenjalo umsekeli kamongameli webandla lezanu PF uKembo Mohati usencome kakhulu lo waziwa ngenkohlakalo uWicknell Chivayo njengomuntu ozinikele ekusizeni abantu ngemva kokuba enikele ngebhasi ezikolweni ezimbili kanye leqembu lenguqu ele-Highlanders izolo. Esinye isiphathamandla kubandla eliphikisayo uStephen Sarkozy Chuma uthi ukuncoma izigebenga ezifana loWicknell Chivayo njengabantu abasizayo emphakathini kuveza khona ukuba uEmmerson Mnangagwa labalingani bakhe bakhohlakele. Ake sizweni uChuma ekhuluma.
Yes, it is clear that the government of Emmerson Mnangagwa condone corruption. We've been saying it before that Emmerson Mnangagwa is the archbishop of corruption. We've been saying it that Emmerson Mnangagwa is the father of criminals. We've been saying it that Emmerson Mnangagwa is the father of cartels that are ruining this country. When Wicknell Chivayo was saying he's literally Emmerson Mnangagwa's son, not many took him seriously, but he was very serious. Now we are seeing it. That's why we see that a war acting president will go with Wicknell Chivayo to Highlanders, to Bulawayo, just to donate a bus. That goes on to show you how the office of the president has been reduced, how the office of the president has been pulverized by criminals. It's no longer an office of honor, but it's now an office of criminals. It's now an office of corrupt cartels. This is why you see the likes of Tagure, the likes of Chivayo, the likes of Sakpwanya, all corrupt criminals from ZANU-PF. They simply go and steal, then come back and sing the name of Emmerson Mnangagwa so that they are not prosecuted. This is not the Zimbabwe that we want. This is why we are calling people to join the struggle against the so-called 2030 agenda. This is why we are calling all citizens of Zimbabwe, progressive ones, to speak with one voice against the so-called 2030 agenda. We cannot have the corrupt government of Emmerson Mnangagwa and Emmerson Mnangagwa as the head of state one more day in office, because it means continuing plunder of our natural resources and minerals. This we cannot allow. That's why we are saying no to 2030 agenda, no to corruption, and no to cartels.
Intatheli zindaba kanti njalo wayelibandla leZANU-PF uJelas Mawarire usevumile ukuba kule nkohlakalo emangalisayo ngaphansi kobuthungameli buka-Emmerson Mnangagwa, lapho athi imali engaphezulu kwe-150 million edoleni leMelika iyakhishwa elizweni nyanga zonke ngokungekho emthethweni. Inkulumo yakhe iveza lokho okwashiwo ngesinye isiphathamandla sikahulumende uKazembe Kazembe, lapho athi imali eningi ikhishwa ngomgunyathi elizweni. Ake sizweni uMawarire echasisa ngalokho okwenzakalayo.
I don't need to be a professor in economics in order to realize that our people are living in abject poverty. In order to realize, you don't even need to be a driver in order for you to realize that there was a road traffic accident there. Do you? I don't need to be an economist in order for me to see that my people are living in abject poverty, to see that this economy is being mismanaged because there is a leakage. There is very serious leakages of more than 150 million United States dollars a month. And officials in the Ministry of Finance, Mutuli included, he knows that. He knows that this economy is bleeding $150 million every month due to theft, due to unscrupulous activities by people in high offices. He knows that. The Financial Intelligence Unit knows that there is financial hemorrhaging amounting to more than 150 million United States dollars every month in this country. They know that. And I know that because I have my ways of getting information even from the highest offices. I get information from the Ministry of Finance, I get information from the Reserve Bank, where the Financial Intelligence Unit is housed. And they know, they have it in black and white, that this country is bleeding 150 million United States dollars every month. That 150 million United States dollars that we are losing every month can be used to build state-of-the-art hospitals. The South Africans in Pretoria have built a state-of-the-art neck and head hospital for only 26 million United States dollars. Just imagine what you would do with 150 million United States dollars. How many hospitals? How many machinery would you deploy in your hospitals? How much would you pay your doctors? If you just manage that bleeding, if you just manage that the country doesn't lose 150 million United States dollars a month, you can use that money even to build these roads that you are talking about. There are no roads in Chitungwiza. There are no tarred roads in Glenview. There are no tarred roads in Makokola, in Nketa. There are no tarred roads in Nkulumani, where there was a by-election now. I was in Nkulumani recently. The roads the tarred roads have disappeared from that area. Mm-hmm. So imagine if we stopped that bleeding, bleeding of 150 million. What we could do with that 150 million? That's only one thing. If we stop the illegal exportation of our mineral resources, lithium, chrome, if we stop the illegal activities around gold, how much are we going to get?
But Julius, who will stop this? Is there anyone with the capacity to stop this? Is there anyone?
Mnangagwa has presided over unprecedented looting of our national resources.
But is there anyone who has the capacity to stop this unprecedented looting that you're talking about? And where is that person? Is there anyone who has the capacity to stop this unprecedented looting that you say is happening in Zimbabwe? And where is that person? Where do you locate that person?
Yes. You don't even need just an individual to stop that unprecedented looting. It needs all of us. you included, you can stop that looting.
So why are we not stopping it now? Why are we not stopping it now?
We have actually stopped. We stopped the POSB, the attempts to loot the POSB. That we stopped. We stopped effectively. And you can't say that we are not doing anything. We are doing something. And there are people even within this government who are working hard to stop what is going on there. And the vice president has come out. Vice President Chiwenga has come out recently saying that those that are responsible for the enforcement of the law should do that without favor. And as a man who has decided to rise in Zimbabwe and to lead the crusade to stop this unprecedented looting, hadn't he actually confronted Zigananda? He has done that. But what have we seen? We have seen those that are benefiting from the unprecedented looting, the Ziampis attacking him. How do you attack someone who is calling for an end to unprecedented corruption, looting of
Izolo inkantolo enkulu yakoBulawayo yanquma ukuba abantu abasha bebandla leZANU-PF asebethethe iVubatshikwe mine kweleGwanda ukuba basuke. Labo asebethethe imayini bebethunganyelwa ngomunye wabasha kubandla leZANU-PF ongumgcinisihlalo esabelweni saseMatabeleland South, uMoses Langa. Kusalindwe ukuba kubonakale ukuba laba bantu bebandla leZANU-PF baza kulandela yini isinqumo senkantolo njengoba ibandla labo lisaziwa ngokushaya indiva umthetho. Umantshi wenkantolo yaseChinoyi uGwebe umsolwa oleminyaka engama-36 uFelix Mumba ukuba abhadle ejele kwenyanga ezili-18 ngemva kokuthumba lokudlwengula owesifazana waseRuvimbo Phase 1 oshadileyo. Ubufakazi obulethiweyo buveze ukuba uMumba wahlangana lalo wesifazana esiyamangala emapholiseni eCharlie Base. Kubikwa wacela uthando kulo wesifazana wazama ukumncenga ngemali kodwa wagcina esemesabisa kanti njalo wamphoqa ukuba ahambe laye emzini wakhe. Lapho afika amdlwengula ubusuku bonke waze wamkhipha kusisa ekuseni. Waboshwa ngemva kokukhishwa kwakhe lumama. Ngalesi senzakalo umama esemangale emapholiseni. Amagqwetha amela lo wayengungqongqoshe kubandla leZANU-PF Walter Mzembi athi ubufakazi osebulethwe nguhulumende kuvezwa ukuba umangalelwa akalalo icala njalo kasikho isidingo sokuba ayezimela enkantolo. Bekhuluma enkantolo eHarare izolo, omunye wamagqwetha uEmmanuel Samundombe uye wathi kakukho ubufakazi obuveza ukuba lo wayengungqongqoshe ulecala. Uye wathi baza kuzama njalo ukuyacela isibambiso enkantolo enkulu ngenxa yalokho osokuvelile. Icala lakhe liza kuqala ukushushiswa mhla zili-17 kuyonale inyanga. Ake sizwe uSamundombe ekhuluma.
We adjourned the last time because we wanted the investigating officer to come and testify. The investigating officer came and testified today. And after the evidence of the investigating officer was done, the state closed its case, or put simply, they led all their witnesses. And at the close of the state case, we did an application for discharge. And the essential element of this application is that the evidence that has been led so far does not warrant the placement of the accused person to his defense. Put simply, he should not be asked to say his side of the story, because the evidence of the state does not in itself substantiate the allegations that they placed before the court against this person. So we are now awaiting the ruling of the court, which has been postponed to the 17th of February. If that is it may, we are inclined to apply for bail. We are of the view that the evidence that thus far does not put the accused person in a position where you can say he's a flight risk or you evade court. So we are going to be approaching the same court for bail because the evidence has now been laid. It is clear that most of the issues that were being speculated around these allegations are not very accurate.
Do you think the court will rule in your favor?
Well, I believe justice will prevail. I believe justice will prevail. And justice falls either way, but I believe justice will prevail.
And also, when do you think you're going to file for bail application?
Well, all things being equal, before close of business tomorrow, we should file our bail application. Yes. Obviously, the court will give us a date for the hearing and for the ruling. Yes.
Kolunye njalo udaba olumangalisayo kubikwa umongameli wase-South Sudan uSalva Kiir eyewabeka enye indoda engasekho emhlabeni ukuba ihlale kwelinye itale lokukhulunywa kwezokhetho. Imbiko evelayo ithi uKiir waphambanisa ukubeka lo owayengowebandla eliphikisayo uStuart Soropaputia owashona eminyakeni emihlanu eyadlulayo kule inkundla. Kubikwa uKiir ulwisana lomkhuhlane kanti njalo kulokungazinzi elizweni lakhe. uSaif al-Islam Gaddafi, indodana kalo wayengumongameli waseLibya uMuammar Gaddafi, uye wadutshulwa izolo ngamadoda amane wafa. Kubikwa ebulawelwe emzini wakhe edolobheni laseSintan kwele-Libya. Ngomnyaka ka-2021, uGaddafi wamemezela ukuba ulenhloso zokuba khankasele ukuba ngumongameli kulelo lizwe. Umdlali waphambili uKai Havertz kubikwa ehlohle ngesikhathi sokugcina emidlalweni lapho i-Arsenal inqobe iChelsea 1-0 emidlalweni yesibili yeCarabao Cup semi-final edlalelwe enkundleni ye-Emirates izolo kusihlwa. Imiphumela le isho khona ukuba i-Arsenal isiza kuqhubekela phambili ngenxa yokuba iphambili ngamaphuzu 4. I-Arsenal iza kubhekana leManchester City kumbe iNewcastle emidlalweni wabo wokugcina namhlanje kusihlwa. Ukuziphetha lezi indaba kumsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio nanze bezihamba phambili. Asilwisani lo mongameli uChamisa, kodwa silwisana lo daba luka-2030. Isimo emasimini siyakhathaza, kusho uMrombethi lapho exwayisa ngondlala ezakuba khona. uMahere uthi ibandla leZANU-PF kanye lohulumende wabo bapheka inombolo mayelana ngezomkhonomi. Siziphetha lapha lezi indaba.